the health infrastructure of the continent amid global security, hunger, poverty, and health issues. Governor Sanwo-Olu made this call at the Lagos House Ikeja when he received the delegates of the African Development Bank Group, led by its Director of Health and Human Development Division, Babatunde Omilola, who have been in the state for about 10 days on a strategic health mission. The governor expressed the fact that the team has a good conviction about the state and appreciated what the state is doing to improve the health ecospace and how his administration proactively held the state and country for what could have been a major health issue. Taking the conversation forward on elaborate health mission, Governor Sanwo-Olu noted that critical investment in the health sector will impact positively on the gross domestic product of the state and the country in general.
That you are here, we're happy that you've interacted with us the last 10 days or so. What we really now need to do is to have a work plan, a realistic work plan that can bring, brick and mortar, that can bring capacity development, that can ensure that funding at the right space, at the right time, in the right quantity is brought to bear. So that, missions like this are not wasted, initiatives like this, ideas like this, strategic, positions like this are not just on the shelf.
And speaking earlier, the Director of Health and Human Development Division of the African Development Bank Group, Babatunde Omilola, said the team is in a state to contribute to transforming Lagos into a 21st century economy and support the state government in the health sector, making a good economic imperative, boost the gross domestic product of the state as efforts is being intensified to stem medical tourism. According to him, the group is ready to offer technical assistance and concessional financing to assist the state because health is crucial, and reports have it that Africa is losing $2.4 trillion annually due to lack of investment in health. The Lagos State Public Service Staff Development Center, PSSDC, is set to launch some iconic projects and initiatives as part of activities to mark the 30th anniversary. Director General of PSSDC, Adekumilola Adio-Moses, revealed this during a courtesy call on the management of Lagos Traffic Radio, saying that the station is strategic in terms of sharing information to its listeners and in an impactful manner. Adio-Moses said the event, which is scheduled for Friday, 4th of October, will be graced by the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The Director General highlighted the projects to include the launch of newly improved Lagos Learning Management Platform and a digital studio, a book, among others.
In addition, we've built a sports hub inside our premises, so we don't want you to just come for training and then go back or stay in the guest house and not have much to do. We have decided that we want you to have a 360-degree experience. We want you to come into PSSDC and not want to leave. That is the idea. We have built a very standard football pitch, a standard volleyball court, basketball court, badminton court, table tennis, lawn tennis, and we have space for a swimming pool next year.
Adio-Moses stated that plans were underway to revamp the induction course for newly employed members of staff and those transferring their service to the Lagos State Civil Service, commence language class to encourage people, especially civil servants, to learn critical languages like Yoruba, French, and Mandarin. He also noted that the PSSDC will provide counseling services to those who need discreet and professional advisors on pressing issues, while also revealing that a new directorate will be created on gender-related issues. To improve learning, public speaking, and leadership skills, Adio-Moses said the PSSDC adopted the Toastmasters Club to help develop public servants on how to speak on contemporary issues in a constructive manner. In his response, the General Manager, Lagos Traffic Radio, Tayo Akoni, who congratulated the PSSDC on its anniversary, re-emphasized the essence of the induction course on public servants. Akoni noted that the station has a booster station project to expand its reach, as it currently has about 2 million listeners on its terrestrial platform and more online.
We will give support for all your activities to ensure that people beyond Lagos will get to know that there is one institution in Lagos State that is catering for the success of public servants and civil servants in Lagos State. So we rest assured of our support so that people can know that we have one channel that is tailored towards giving civil servant exposure, knowledge that we can use not for now, in the future, towards building a better Lagos. The station is there. We are big in all what we are doing, ensuring that we have more traffic. We'll be opening our new infrastructure in Ikorodu. We call it Booster Station, whereby it will enable us, especially our signals, to get to all those areas where they are weak or not existing.
Akole commended the Director General for making impact in the development of the agency and charged him on more developmental strides. Ahead of 60th National Independence Day celebration on Tuesday, 1st of October, the Lagos State government has organized a special Jumat service to pray for the progress, peace and unity of the state and country in general. Speaking at the event held at the Lagos State Secretariat Community Central Mosque, Alausa, the State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat urged Nigerians to be patient with President Bola Tinubu's administration, noting that the current economic situation will soon be a thing of the past.
Because we are a nation that imports a lot. We are a nation that is building. We are building infrastructure. We are building schools. We are building hospitals. So we must sustain our economic stability. So how do we do that? That's why they are doing all this. So there is a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you have a problem. So for me, I'm optimistic. Optimistic because there is a plan. But we can now, as a people, argue about that.
The guest lecturer, Saeed Hamad, emphasized on the resilience, love, and unity of Nigerians and urged citizens to continue in that faith for the continuous progress of the state and the country in general. On his part, Lagos State Commissioner for Home Affairs Ibrahim Layode pleaded with citizens of the state and the country to continue to live peacefully in unity and ensure sustainability of their environment and communities. Prayers were offered for the peace of the state and the country. The National Agency for Food, Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has expressed concerns over the high level of fake, substandard and falsified drugs in the country. Director General of the agency, Mojisola Adeyeye, stated this during a one-day sensitization campaign program held in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Adeyeye, who was represented by the Zonal Director of the agency, Roselyn Ajayi, revealed that the agency will pay advocacy visits to churches, mosques, traditional rulers, and opinion leaders on how to avoid patronizing people who sell unwholesome and fake products. In his remarks, Chairman of the Oyo State Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, Adebayo Badamosi, appealed to citizens to always patronize registered pharmacists and avoid quacks. Nigeria is set to explore the African Continental Free Trade Area in the paint-making industry by making a bold step to tap into the benefit of employment opportunities, directive investment, and technology transfer in the sector. Chairman Paint Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Abimbolu Babatunde, said this while signing a memorandum of understanding on the West Coatings, Show the Coatings Group, and DMG events themed Connecting the Coatings Industry in Africa. Babatunde said the program, which will hold between 2nd and 4th of July 2025 in Victoria Island, would ultimately lead to production of products that would meet international standards, boost capacity, and enhance global view. Executive Vice President DMG Event Ben Greenish said Nigeria was being targeted based on its population size as an emerging market on construction, coatings, chemicals, and hospitality. As the company organized over 100 business exhibitions across the world yearly. And also speaking, the Associate Director of the organization explained that the program was an ideal platform to tap into new and existing markets in West Africa, which include chemical, raw, and innovative materials, an event which creates a unique, comprehensive environment for stakeholders to network. And over to some foreign news. At least 32 people have been killed and 12 others reported missing as incessant rains in Nepal have unleashed floods and landslides during the last 24 hours. Spokesman for Nepal's National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Authority, Basanta Adhikai, said more than 3,000 security personnel were deployed to assist rescue efforts with helicopters and motor boats as parts of the country, including the capital Kathmandu, have been inundated. Authorities are also warning of more possible flash floods in multiple rivers. And over to sports news, the northern phase of the inaugural Girls Play Sport Football Tournament has ended with Plateau United Queens emerging as champions after a thrilling 1-0 victory over Mojate Queens Feeders in the final. Earlier in the day, Nazareth Queens secured third place in a tense 0-0 draw against Adonai Taraba Queens, ultimately winning 4-2 on penalties at the Old Parade Ground in Area 10, Abuja. The tournament delivered high-energy competition, culminating in Plateau United Queens claiming the top spot in the Northern Conference. And that was our news at 1. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. And did you know that the Solo administration constructed watch towers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Legacy Government website, and for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.